Monsterverse stitches together the stories of Godzilla, King Kong, and other iconic monsters or titans. After Godzilla's debut, Kong Skull Island roared onto the scene, giving us a Vietnam War-era King Kong. Then Godzilla King of the Monsters expanded the roster, introducing Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah. Godzilla vs. Kong was like the heavyweight championship of the Monsterverse, bringing the two alpha titans face to face. The films blend modern special effects with classic monster movie charm, all while exploring themes like humanity's impact on nature and the balance between these ancient creatures and the modern world. In the background, there's a secret organization, Monarch, keeping tabs on the Titans and trying to understand their origins and roles on Earth. But what really ties all these films together is the Hollow Earth, a hidden world beneath our feet where these Titans originated. The Hollow Earth from Godzilla vs. Kong is this wild, lush ecosystem sandwiched between Earth's mantle and core. Here, gravity goes haywire, flipping upside down in parts of this subterranean wilderness. Picture a place where life as we know it might have kicked off, sparking all sorts of legends about creatures emerging from deep within the earth. This hidden realm isn't completely cut off though. Deep ocean trenches act like secret passages to this underground world, and Skull Island can be considered the grand central station for beasts from below. The whole place is buzzing with radiation, which might explain why every critter down there is off the charts weird and often pretty menacing. So the Hollow Earth is basically a monster paradise, a radioactive gravity-defying mystery land right under our feet. It's where the big, bad, and bizarre of the Monsterverse call home. And in this video, we will dive further into the mysteries this place has been hiding. Oh, and at the end of the video, we answer why Godzilla's atomic power looks all pink. Let's get started.
Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Discovery and concept of Hollow Earth. So how did the Monarch crack the case of the Hollow Earth? In Skull Island, Bill Randa was the brain behind Monarch. He recruits Houston Brooks, who had written a paper backing the Hollow Earth theory, which was initially just a wild idea about massive underground spaces hidden from the surface. Randa's hunch was that Skull Island was sitting on top of one of these spaces, a lost world packed with monsters. Later, Monarch launches a Skull Island expedition. After dropping seismic charges, the readings show the island's pretty much a hollow shell, but Kong is not happy about the intrusion. Turns out those charges woke up the Skull Crawlers, these huge nasty creatures living underground. But we know what happens after that. Fast forward to Godzilla King of the Monsters, Monarch is in a race against time in Antarctica, trying to stop bad guy Alan Jonah from waking up King Ghidorah. Meanwhile, Godzilla's gone MIA. Dr. Rick Stanton throws in his 2 cents. Godzilla's using these underwater Hollow Earth tunnels for his quick getaways. This gets more credibility when the military uses the oxygen destroyer in Godzilla vs. Ghidorah smackdown, and Godzilla limps off to an ancient temple in the Hollow Earth to lick his wounds. Monarch, with a little help from Mothra, tracks him down in a sub. This place, which has become drama central by now, sees Dr. Ishiro Serizawa sacrificing himself to nuke Godzilla back to health. After Godzilla takes down Ghidorah, Monarch's all in on Hollow Earth. They're gearing up to explore these mysterious depths, hunting for Titan origins. And that's how Hollow Earth went from a dismissed theory to the next big thing in monster research. But you know what? There's a piece of mythology behind Hollow Earth, which is known to the Iwi people as the long ago below. Role in the Monsterverse. The Hollow Earth is both mythical and scientific in the Monsterverse. Think of it as the underbelly of our planet, a vast and mysterious space filled with cave-like tunnels and hidden passages. It's not just an empty void, it's a sprawling inner world that's believed to be the breeding ground for Titans, the colossal creatures that dominate the Monsterverse, which makes the Hollow Earth a narrative cornerstone. Monarch, the secretive organization tracking these Titans, sees Hollow Earth as the evolutionary cradle for these giants. In fact, there are actual entry points like Skull Island, the Mariana Trench, and Antarctica, making it a dual-natured world, a hidden ecosystem in a network of Titan-sized superhighways. So the Hollow Earth isn't just a place, it's the backbone of the Monsterverse's lore, tying together the origins, movements, and mysteries of its larger-than-life inhabitants. aliens. In fact, the trailer for Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire has a major reveal about the importance of Hollow Earth in the universe. We get to see that humans are down there too, living in colonies and armed with spears. The only other group of people we know who use spears in the universe are the Iwi people from Skull Island. So what is this supposed to mean? Brian Tyree Henry's character Bernie Hayes seems to be right in the thick of it amidst human colonists who've gone full primal with spears in hand. The big question the movie teases is, who are these folks and how did they end up making a home in a place like the Hollow Earth? Looks like the new empire is set to dive deep into this underground human mystery. How does Hollow Earth get light? We know that the Hollow Earth does not have a sun like ours, so where exactly does the place get its light from? In some classic tales like Burroughs' Pellucidar or Mike Grell's Warlord comic, they imagined a mini-sun in the middle of the Earth. It's a cool idea, and there's a little concept called negative mass that supports the theory. This mini-sun would repel and be repelled by regular mass, creating this outward-pointing gravity on the inner surface, which is what we see in the last movie. But let's be real, this clashes big time with what we actually know about Earth's insides. If I were to play the party pooper in a grand bash thrown by Hollow Earth supporters, here's what I've had to say. Negative mass itself is just a fantasy. In fact, even in theoretical physics, it's just a hypothetical concept that lays the groundwork for the belief that Hollow Earth itself is nothing more than fantasy. And let's be real, this is a concept that is from a movie about a giant lizard that can breathe radioactive breath. Godzilla vs. Kong production designer Tom Hammock did illuminate the whole light in Hollow Earth subject. Above Hollow Earth's interior, there's this massive storm, lighting up the place like a sun. It's a pulsating, lightning-packed spectacle that lights up the rainforests and the black granite peaks, all curving up in every direction, which explains why everything gets lit up in Hollow Earth, which could not be the case if the source of light was coming from a single point like a giant torch or the core of the Earth in the film's context. This storm was inspired by the sulfur volcanoes in Indonesia, known for their eerie purple glow. So, in Hollow Earth, it's less about sunbeams and more about stormy sky shows keeping things bright. Hollow Earth as a Titan habitat. So of course the Hollow Earth isn't just some underground layer, it's the ancestral crib of all kaiju species. You could say that it is the original stomping grounds for these colossal 300 to 400 foot creatures, Kong species they used to rule the roost down here in Hollow Earth. But for some reasons, lost to time, they bailed out and set up shop on Skull Island. It seems that the new Kong-like Titan from the new movie could be the reason behind the move. This move turned out to be a game changer from the surface world. Kong's arrival and the disturbance in Hollow Earth brought a bunch of other radioactive beings like the skull crawlers and leaf wings topside. In Godzilla vs. Kong, we get a full tour of this underground world. It's like a parallel universe under our feet, teeming with life and home to the Titans. Now about Kong being the king of the Hollow Earth at the end of Godzilla vs. Kong left many doors open for new opportunities to walk through. It marks his reign over this ancient hidden world, highlighting his significance among Titans and his deep connection to Earth's primordial mysteries. His dominion over Hollow Earth is a nod to his ancestral roots and a key element in the story, showing his evolution from an island guardian to a ruler of a vast, mysterious realm. Do we have real-life references to the Hollow Earth? The Hollow Earth concept has been around for ages, jazzing up everything from Shakespeare's plays to classic adventure tales. Take Jules Verne's 1864 hit, Journey to the Center of the Earth. It's a blockbuster of its time where a professor cracks a cryptogram and finds a whole new world under ours, complete with dinosaurs, oceans, and gravity-defying shortcuts. But rewind a bit back to 1741, Ludwig Holberg was already steering the Hollow Earth plot with Niels Klim's underground travels. It's about this guy, Niels, who takes a tumble into a cave and lands in a subterranean wonderland with its own sun and chatty trees. And yeah, Shakespeare had a finger in this pie too. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, there's this line that goes, "I'll believe as soon this whole earth may be born, and that the moon may through the center creep and so displease her brother's noontide with antipodes." Hollow Earth buffs point to this as an early shout-out to the theory way before Edmund Halley made it a scientific conversation piece. So this idea of a hidden world inside our planet, it's been tickling imaginations for centuries, but there's absolutely no scientific data that suggests the real-life existence of such a place. Why did Godzilla go from cool blue to awesome pink? So yeah, Godzilla's gotten a makeover. Post-battle with Mechagodzilla in Godzilla vs. Kong, he's not just completely healed, He's evolved. This image here shows Godzilla chilling in a crystalline cocoon, soaking up some flashy pink energy from the ground. This cocoon vibes a lot like the pods the Mutos hatched from, hinting that maybe, just maybe, all of these titans share a deeper connection than their wildly different look suggests. Inside this cocoon, Godzilla is probably undergoing an insect-style metamorphosis. The Monsterverse has already clued us in on this one. Titans juice up on Hollow Earth's radioactive goods, and boy does it show. His dorsal spikes are now longer, sharper, and more in number. He's even had an upgrade as far as agility is concerned. He's sprinting now. Godzilla's had some pick action on his spikes before, but never in his atomic breath. We've seen him go full Technicolor over the years, bright orange nuclear pulse, radioactive red heat ray, and even a purple-hued glow in 2016's Shin Godzilla. But pink atomic breath? Now that's a first. So yeah, Hollow Earth in the Monsterverse is a crucial part of the narrative fabric, acting as the evolutionary cradle for the Titans. I am pretty sure the makers of the new empire will treat it with utmost importance as if it is another character in itself. To be honest, I cannot wait to see what secrets the Hollow Earth hides.
If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button and comment below about which other movie reviews you would want to watch. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.